Whoa. My ringer was on, so I heard it start the video. All right, y'all. Look, I was going to do a Pistons versus Knicks series prediction, and guess what? I still am. I want to wait for the Pacers-Bucks one up until Friday because I really want to see if Dame is going to be healthy maybe by Game 3, Game 4. I really want to have a thorough, good breakdown of that game so I can give you a good series prediction. But I want to talk about a series that I think is just as intriguing, and it's with two teams that I dislike a lot, and that is the New York Knicks and the Detroit Pistons. So why am I talking about them? Because truthfully, as much as I dislike them, they are some of the most fun and good teams in the East that I think don't get a lot of respect and are playing really good basketball. This is a series, though, that don't let anybody fool you, is going to go one way. And it's going to go the Knicks way. Now, let's break it down. The Knicks have so much firepower, and also they haven't overly worked themselves late in the season. Brunson was able to take some rest. I think OG was. A lot of these guys are able to get rest. That's huge for a Knicks team who will not rest any of their guys during this playoff run. And also, they have a little bit of a bench now, 2 to 3 guys. So I think health is wealth for the Knicks. If they're healthy, they can really beat anybody. Truthfully, you know what I mean? They might have beat Indy last year if they were healthy, but they weren't. And that's because of Tom Thibodeau, their ding-dong of a coach. But he's a good coach when it comes to having his players healthy, right? Is he going to keep them healthy? What does round 2 look like for New York? We don't know that. Here's the thing with Detroit, and the Knicks are going to know this right away, is Detroit, JB Bickerstaff, good young team, gritty team. They've never been in the playoffs. None of them. None of them have really been in high leverage basketball. Seriously, Tobias Harris kind of has, so has Beasley. Other than them, a bunch of young guys who really didn't do great in college, in tournaments, and different things. So this is not a situation where you're looking at guys that know what this scenario is like, right? Now, you could tell me, okay, well, Luke, the Pacers didn't know last year, and they were able to get through. They were able to get through because of a string of a lot of luck. They got lucky with injuries, right? Pistons are going to have to run into a full force. Karl Anthony Towns added. Mikal Bridges added New York Knicks team. That is a recipe for disaster. I think the Pistons take, and this is crazy, because I think a lot of people are going to say 6 to 7 game series. I think the Pistons take one game. They take one game. That game is game 2. In Madison Square Garden. It's going to sound weird. What? Yeah. So New York will probably crush them game 1. Detroit will come back, win game 2. And then the media, everybody's going to be, oh, here comes Detroit. Here they go. We told you, y'all, the bad boy Pistons. We told y'all. Nope, they're done. They're done. 3 games in a row will be won by the Knicks. Detroit does not get to see a win on their home floor. And the Knicks will win the series and move on. If you lock down Cade Cunningham, they have a lot of great guys who are good by committee, right? Who are good when called on, but they don't have a killer. When you don't have a second killer, when you don't have a second guy who can get a shot at any time, you're doomed. The Knicks have 4 guys. If you take out 3 of them, you still got to worry about the 4th, right? Pacers have 3. The Bucks have really just one with Giannis, which is a big thing. You're going to notice why I have my issues with the Bucks when I talk about them later this week. That's my first series prediction. Tell me, guys, if you want me to predict some more series, maybe in the West, in the East, whatever. But this is what I think about Knicks-Pistons. I think Pistons take a game. I think Knicks take the series 4-1. And I think it's exciting. It's physical. They're close games. But I think the Knicks are able to close because Jalen Brunson is such a good playoff performer. And the Pistons just haven't been there. It's not even about their talent. It's about they haven't been there. Expect next year for the Pistons to be a very, very good team and have a really good shot in the playoffs. Thank you guys for watching. Affleck Time is out of here. I'm live. Cubs, Padres. What time is it? In 30 minutes.